across the Twin Cities. Snowplows have been out the past few hours trying to clear those roads.
And right now, the big concern for a lot of people is where to park your car.
I'm tracking the end of phase 1 out of 2 phases of this potent winter storm. I'll let you know when the next phase kicks off. Plus, I'll let you know any changes I'm seeing in the models.
And we're taking a look back at some of Minnesota's biggest storms.
You got to be a macho Minnesotan to live with this crap, but it's okay.
It's Wednesday, February 22nd. KARE 11 Sunrise starts now.
Gotta be a macho Minnesotan. I love that soundbite. All right, round 1 of our major winter storm is still hitting us here in the Twin Cities. We are out live covering it all for you, from Mobile 11 to your neighborhood to the airport. The snow is still coming down. The plows are out in full force, and Guy says the worst is still yet to come. Today is a weather-worn day as this major storm gears up for another hit to the Twin Cities later this afternoon.
So right now there are nearly 300 closures and delays across our area. Those are scrolling at the bottom of your screen right now all morning. You can also find those at kare11.com/closing. So we have team coverage this morning. We're going to get to all of our reporters in just a second. But first, we got to get to the man of the hour, Guy Brown, and the guy just beginning here in terms of this event.
Yeah, you know, and from last night, I should have some updates here with snow totals. Most of us picked up around 3 to 4. That's the most recent data that I have for you. Likely that give or take a bit higher, 4 to 5, because some of those reports are a little bit dated. So several inches of snow fell last night, but what we're seeing now, this first round of snow, starting to weaken noticeably. Right? So things are starting to lighten up out here in the KARE 11 yard, and radar looking dramatically different than what it was looking earlier this morning. So we're starting to already shake round 1. Still, there are some areas in the metro that are finding some moderate pockets of heavy snow, but you can see most of us doing A-OK right now in terms of the snow. We got just a couple leftover bands and snow showers here off to the south towards Northfield, Owatonna, and as you go a little bit more south and west. But for the most part, we'll continue to see what's coming down slowly wrap. Now, overall snowfall amounts have trended a bit less, so that's some updates that I have for you here as I've been monitoring the models. Travel will become increasingly difficult later today. We're still on track for round 2 to bring more intense snow, higher snow rates, and strong and gusty winds. I'm already noticing the gusty winds out here in the KARE 11 yard as we speak. So again, here are your snow reports so far. This likely up a bit, maybe by a couple inches or so, but pretty close. 3 to 4 for most of us, and I'll keep you updated as more snow reports kind of trickle in.
All right, thanks, guys. Speaking of gusting winds, before I get to this crash, look at this traffic camera bopping back and forth in the wind. But hey, I did want to bring your attention to this because within the last few minutes, I've had a number of crashes pop up. This one near White Bear Lake, 694 westbound. I believe this is the ramp to 694 westbound from Rice Street. You see this car hanging off into the ditch. There's another car right there. You can see a trooper has responded to that. That is likely causing some slowdowns in that area. And I do want to bring your attention back as well to the South Metro. If we can get it up here, where we're going on almost an hour of this ramp being closed. This is the Shakopee kind of area. This is 169 northbound to 101. We have had this car stalled on the ramp for quite a while now. You're not going to be able to use that ramp if that is on your commute this morning. As I said, number of crashes that have just popped up. This is a new one down here too in the southeast metro. We're going to be tracking all of them. You can tell 6 o'clock, our 6 o'clock hour, as traffic and the commute starts to pick up, we're likely going to be seeing more problems. Jason?
Yeah, can't let your guard down on those highways out there. Jen, thank you so much. And that first round of winter weather here is winding down, but this afternoon, get ready for even more snow and high winds.
Yeah, right. Several inches already fell across the Twin Cities, so that is why you're waking up, or that is what you're waking up to rather this morning.
Yeah, we have team coverage on the storm. CC is heading to MSP right now following some breaking news out there.
But let's start with Eva Anderson. You see there in Mobile 11. Eva, how are conditions right now for you?
Right now, they're looking excellent. We just passed another one, so there have been plows out all morning, starting super early. As Jen was saying, things are going to start picking up, and we're going to see more people out there on the road. So we have not seen any crashes yet. I'll flip this here so you can take a look at just how nice the roads are moving along. So we haven't seen any crashes. Which is a good sign. People are generally just taking things a little more slowly than usual, which is also good. And, when we're in the downtown streets, it's a little bit more snow covered, but again, even plows have been working there. So thankfully, things are pretty smooth sailing right now. It can't hurt to take an extra precaution and just take things a little slower.
Yeah, it's certainly got to keep it slow out there. Eva, thank you so much. Keep us posted.
Minnesota State Patrol has already responded to dozens of crashes since the snow started falling. Troopers have been to the scene of almost 70 crashes across the state during last night's rush hour. Only 4 had injuries. Troopers have also seen more than 25 spinouts.
And right now, Cece Gaines is on the move throughout the metro.
Yeah, that's right. Let's get to her for more on where she's headed. Hey, Cece.
Hey, good morning, guys. Cece here. So for most of the morning, my photographer and I have been out and about in Minneapolis, checking out residential roads, just seeing how the snow is impacting that area this morning. But we just learned that things are getting kind of hectic over at MSP. I mean, nearly 300 flights have been canceled this morning, and there are more delays than cancellations coming in as we speak. So we're heading to MSP right now just to check out the situation, bring you the latest, talk to some passengers. We'll be back at 6 with what we know. Hope to see you then.
We will check in with Cece then, and make sure you check in on your flight before you do anything this morning. Both Minneapolis and St. Paul are now offering free parking across the cities as the second bigger round of snow is set to move in. Here's a breakdown of what you need to know.
I'm Devon Roming. If you're in need of free parking in Minneapolis or St. Paul, there are several options you can take advantage of in order to avoid getting a ticket, stuck, or even towed. The city of St. Paul is opening 8 garages this evening at 5 o'clock. Cars can remain parked in those garages until Saturday morning, and the city of Minneapolis has several locations open, including dollar pay lots across the city. For a full list of all the parking locations available to people in need, we have them listed on KARE11.com.
And right now, the Minnesota National Guard is on standby throughout the storm after Governor Walz issued an emergency order.
Yeah, this doesn't happen often, Jason, so this is a big deal. They're actually ready to step in when other emergency crews cannot. There are more than a dozen of these small unit support vehicles across the state right now. The SUSVs can fit up to 10 people and 4 emergency responders and can go where others can't to rescue people who might be stranded. In addition to getting these ready, Armory staff are making sure their facility is good to go. They can shelter up to 150 stranded people if necessary.
It's very important to be able to utilize this facility for a warming shelter. There's only so many rooms in hotels in the local area.
And over at the state capitol, lawmakers are not taking any chances with this big storm.
I'll be honest, the minute we do this, we might get 3 flakes, but I am concerned about everyone's safety, and I want everybody, including staff, to be able to get home safe and not have to work to come here and get caught in a bad snowstorm.
So they both voted to adjourn until Monday. Great to see our lawmakers agreeing on that.
Right, for sure.
So you're seeing snow in your backyard? Let's take a look at downtown Minneapolis right now. I believe this is downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at conditions out there, keeping an eye on this storm as we wind down round 1. And Guy, we're heading into round 2 later today.
Yeah, you can see back here in the KARE11 yard, things are starting to slow. Now, snow's still pretty light as we speak right now, but still snowing. So I'll keep you updated on these snow reports. Most of us around 3 to 4 right now. So let's just jump right into things. We'll have blizzard warnings in effect this afternoon through tomorrow. Wind already starting to ramp up. Winter storm warnings for now. You'll see Hennepin, Ramsey, and most of the state under winter storm warning. That will be through tomorrow. Heavy snow. Snow will intensify, and we'll have those winds starting to pick up too. And I'm already finding that out here in the KARE11 backyard. So what we have on radar now, you can see things are starting to decrease, completely diminish. Still, you might be finding some flurries, but in terms of accumulating snow, I think we've pretty much what we have on the ground is what we're going to finish with round 1. Now, we still have another wave of snow on the way a little bit this afternoon. That wave does look more intense, and wind speeds are quickly going to shoot up too and turn gusty. So again, a couple scattered snow bands still left over on radar. Most of it isn't as heavy as what we were finding earlier this morning, but still off to our south, right along north of Owatonna, right along 35. If your commute involves from the Twin Cities south on 35, you're going to run into some pockets. Now, it may not all be bad, but you will run into some pockets where some roads are going to be covered. So snow slows this morning. The next round starts this afternoon and evening. Winds also increase as the snow intensifies, so that could create just whiteout conditions and just a very difficult travel. So right now, again, snow starting to taper and slow. This afternoon, heavy snow starts to move in along with the gusty winds. You'll see right around 4 or 5 o'clock. But tonight, this is a look at around midnight here. As you look at the timestamp, that's when we're going to see the heaviest snow through tomorrow morning. That's going to make out for very difficult travel come tomorrow morning. And then after we shake the snow by tomorrow evening and we're done, we can start digging out. We just have to worry about the cold on the way for Friday morning.
And I forgot about the cold coming until this moment, Guy. Hey, 6:10 though, I need to bring your attention to this. This is the northeast metro, around the White Bear Lake area. We have an issue with a car going off the road. This is the ramp 2694 from Rice Street. There's a trooper on scene, of course, slowing traffic, which is a good thing. You got to slow down when you see crashes and troopers out of their vehicle. I'm going to show you exactly where this is on the map here. Again, northeast part of the metro, right here, slowing traffic on that stretch of 694. Another area where you're going to see some slowing. We've been talking about this for much of the morning because it still hasn't cleared. We've got a ramp closure right down here, 169 northbound to 101. We've had a stall out on that ramp. They have closed it as they work to deal with that. And that continues to be the case here as we approach probably about an hour now of dealing with that. So 2 trouble spots this morning. Overall, though, plows have been out. Still slick, though, on those roadways.
A lot of issues. All right, Jen, thank you. Well, of course, we are helping you and your family stay safe during the storm.
In less than 3 minutes, we're checking back in with Eva for a live look from Mobile 11.
Then today is also Ash Wednesday, and the storm isn't stopping churches across the metro from observing the holy day. We're going to hear about their backup plans.
And the Harlem Globetrotters are coming to the Target Center in March. You have a chance to win a family 4-pack. To check them out, head on over to care11.com/contest to enter to win.